Maybe taking a break on Friday was a bad idea because now I don't remember what we were doing. I mean, that's kind of not true. I played a little bit earlier. We're reporting on Jorvik because we finished Jorvik. I don't remember how many regions were left though. Like 2? I want to say 2? At least 2 left that we can select. But yeah, I did say it's going to a convention this previous Saturday. It's pretty all right. Little crowded. Kind of wish they had more floor space, just in general, because like basically everywhere was a pathway. There was no liminal space. I know that's kind of a buzzword lately, but it's true. They needed more space that was just empty. You know, more space that you could safely stop and just do nothing, and not be in anyone's way. Because like, when you see a cosplayer around, it's like, oh, I want to get a picture of them. But it's so crowded that you don't want to stop and be in the way taking the picture. So that was a little annoying. I still got some pictures, but not as many as I wanted to. Also, I just happened to run into Twy while we were there, so that was cool. Fortunately, I was like not close to leaving, but pretty close to leaving. Like I was just waiting for my brothers to get autographs from the people they wanted autographs from. And unfortunately, the line was so long for my older brother, the person that he wanted to see, that he didn't even get a chance to get an autograph. But well, hopefully there'll be a next time. So why am I way over here? Well, I found a guy. Not just any guy. One of the last guys. One of these two. So I found him. I got all the Zealots. The Joy Taker? Joy Canker. And Long Sorrow. I was hoping that killing them would give me hints towards some of the next people, but oh well. I've got all the Zealots now, which makes me feel a lot more confident in being in actually being able to finish the Order tree. Which again, I'm not sure how required that's going to be, but if they give me enough of the pieces, you know what? I might as well just do it. But for now, we're going back to Renvi. Also, they were here. They were in Gloucestershire. I don't know how I missed them, because I was I was gonna say maybe they were too strong when I found them. No, there was someone else, and they're dead now. I would have for sure thought that they were down here in Hamptonshire. But you can see I got all the viewpoints and I did not find them. And I am not I did not turn the game off in Hamptonshire. I turned it off here where I killed the guy. So, and the other one was around here. Yeah, he was like running in a circle over here. I don't know what he was doing. It's not like he was patrolling because it was just some random road somewhere. Maybe he was by this. By the no, he was by the shore, so he was not by the dot. He was not guarding the dot. He was like over here, running back and forth for no reason. I don't get it. But yeah, cool. I found them all. Now we're going back. We're reporting. We're gonna get a new task. Also, I did change my runes. I found an armor rune at some point. So now I've got on Thor's something. I remember Thor was in the title. Because how could I forget? It's a god. It's not just any god, it's like one of... He's like the Norse god. I mean, I know Odin is big in this one. He's the All-Father, but Thor is like the guy. Thor and Loki. And then Odin.
I should talk to Hytham about my next targets.
Oh yeah, all right. I wanted to turn in the medallions. It's got like 12 now. I think I get a reward for that. Yeah, let me check the name of the room real quick though, because that's gonna bother me. It's just Thor's rune. Okay, increased armor when stunning an enemy. It's better than nothing. And I changed off my poison runes to be fire damage. Figure I should build it to fire. I forgot to mute my TV again.
As ever, my friend. Thank you for all you have done.
11 medallions.
This marks fewer members of the Order.
One more gone. The world is brighter for it. As
11 more gone.
Gratitude. I want you to have this.
Oh.
Keep this up.
Speaking of fire.
Be free of these monsters.
Next I need 15, which is
I have
probably
to
going to be the remaining
peace.
members. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Wait, was it 12 or 15? Because if it's 15, like how am I going to get 15? Can't even get 13. I probably can't even get 13. I don't even know. Excuse me. Got that. Also upgraded my ability. I should look at it. Fire blaze is in an arc in front of you, instantly setting ablaze enemies caught by an arc blaze. Cool. Yeah, I think fire does not have buildup. It just instantly ignites. So I figure it's probably the better option for one-on-one fighting. And that was the same thing. I could have sworn this was the fire move, but no, that's incendiary powder trap, and this one's poison powder trap. Oh, right, this is poison arrow. Poison fire, okay. I've got it straight now. I've got it straight now. If I can say with a clear throat. Anything else I need to look at before I close the menu? I don't think I do. Okay. What else? I did a flight. I happened to turn the game off last time in front of a flight, so I did that before I went off trying to find the last order. The last zealots, and it was partially a drinking contest. We drank between verses, and then the third one just came out as slurred words. It's just, and I still won because the other person was drunk too. They thought what I said was amazing.
And should we ever need theirs, they will come.
You do this work well, Eivor. Is it a prelude to you joining the Hidden Ones?
I doubt it. Not enough glory in these back alley brawls.
I was gonna say, did she change her clothes? No, it was just a camera angle. Just made it look like her outfit was different. Showing more pants. Why am I on this side? I can't talk to you from that side. I can barely talk to you 2 feet away.
I want to see the Alliance map.
Okay. Yeah, one left for now. One left before we see Sigurd again, I assume. Sussex.
My mind is fixed on Sussex. Basim and I have a chance to save Sigurd. But we will need an army.
That is for you to decide. The more alliances you have, the better your chances at victory.
I will go now, and I'll bring Sigurd back with me. That is a promise.
Good. I will send word to our allies at once. Meet with Basim when you can. He should be in Croindene by now.
Croindene. What a funny name. Seems I got a letter. For me.
Hey there, how are you?
I don't know if I want to pick this up because it appears like it's gonna start a quest. I don't want to start a quest. Okay, let's see. Where are we going? Conveniently, I've already got all the viewpoints down here already, so... I think I said already twice, but whatever. Already. Oh yeah, while I was at Too Many Games, I happened to find some reasonably priced Donkey Kong games. Because, you know, sometimes people... I don't know if they're just... Like... I don't want to be presumptuous of people who put things at high prices. You know? Like, I don't want to just assume, like, oh, they just want a lot of money. Like, yeah, of course they want money. That's why they have a business. That's the point of a business, is to make money. But, you know, when you look at retro games and it's like, oh, here's this fairly common SNES game, $150. You know, that's where it's like, okay, maybe I shouldn't shop here. Which is one of the perks of Too Many Games, was that it was about games. It's like anime conventions, they sometimes have retro game booths. You know, people selling retro games. I don't know how many I've come across at like a single anime convention. I want to say 2 at most. And I think one time there was just no one. I remember being a little disappointed in that. Or if there was someone there that they just didn't have anything that caught my eye, and that's why I was walked away disappointed, like, oh, there was nothing. I was hoping to get something. But but yeah, one of the perks of that being a gaming convention was that there was plenty of people selling games. And I got to go around and look at, you know, you could compare prices. And I did find a booth that was selling Donkey Kong games for reasonable prices. So I got Donkey Kong Country 2 for $25, and I got Donkey Kong 64 for $20. I think it was different people, but equally reasonable prices. The downside is I didn't realize my 64 does not have a expansion pack, so I can't even play Donkey Kong 64. And Donkey Kong Country 2 was having trouble starting up, but I cleaned it with some rubbing alcohol and a Q-tip, and eventually it worked. So that's cool. One of the save files that was already on it had 90%. It's like, huh. Well, it's probably a lot more percent than I've ever gotten. That's pretty cool. I was going to keep that save just for the heck of it. And then they had the other 2 save slots filled with 2-player games. I couldn't tell what they were by the icon, but I could tell it was some form of 2-player because it was a donkey and a Dixie head instead of just or Diddy and Dixie head instead of just Diddy for single player. But I don't know if they were doing competitive or just cooperative. Okay, I hear someone talking about me. Are they inside? They're usually inside. Yeah, they're inside. Yeah, I just thought that was interesting. Like, it seems the person who owned the game Blast was having fun with 2-player. They had so much fun, they did it twice.
Luvina, once again we battle side by side.
Greetings from the north, old friend.
And how is your...
Still griping about the mess we made of Jorvik's council, but grateful for the help. To be honest, I think he's upset he didn't see the problem sooner. His pride is slow to heal.
Thank you for heeding my call, friend. Sigurd will be grateful when he hears you have come.
For your brother, I would upturn every rock in England.
You wouldn't be the first man to fall asleep on watch, but you would be the loudest.
I did not mean to fail you, Guttrum Jarl. It was only for a moment. I was so tired.
As are we all, boy. We marched hard to get here. Still, let's not disappoint me again. You hear?
My Jarl, I
must be Eivor. I've heard much of you, young one. They say you're something. We'll see.
I don't know what "so will we" is in reference to, but I'll go down.
Stay around a while and judge for yourself.
Oh, I will. Have no fear of that.
Eivor hopes to rescue Sigurd from the madwoman Fulke, now ensconced in Porchester Fortress. If you wish to
Ensconced.
crown yourself King of Wessex, Porchester must fall. An alliance here serves us both.
You promised a great army, but you couldn't breach a Crone's Garden with what you have assembled here.
This is not the sum of my forces. Where are the rest?
Your allies are on their way. We must be patient.
We cannot wait for them. We march as soon as we are able.
With these numbers, are you keen to see Valhalla today?
I'll not sit on my heels while Sigurd rots in that she-dog's care.
We might muster for an attack in the woods east of Porchester. But there are scouts between there and here.
Scouts I can manage. Point me at them and I will blind Fulke's eyes.
One walks the road between Briggsworth and Chichester. Another on the riverbank north of Crowley. A third keeps watch on the hills south of Croendene. But I warn you, these are all we know of. There may be more.
A risk we must take. I will find the scouts. You move the men into position near Porchester.
That is a rash gamble, Ravenfeeder. If we are spotted, we will be vulnerable.
If you want victory, come now or not at all. Every hour we waste could be Sigurd's last.
You had better be all they promised.
Stay close.
Wait, there are 3 scouts? I thought he only said 2. Guess that shows how much I was paying attention. I was trying to pay attention, I swear. I wasn't looking at anything else. Alright, which one's closer? That one, alright. Time for that guy to die. You know, what I think is funny about running into Twy at that convention is that I had no idea he was going to be there. But, like, I remember I looked at the list of guests, like the official guests, because, you know, thinking it's a gaming convention. It's like, oh, maybe someone I watch on YouTube will be there. Maybe like Proton John or like Pro Jared or someone. That'd be cool. Didn't recognize most of the names. Except for some call me Johnny, but I don't watch this stuff. There's nothing against him, I just have not taken the time. But then, you know, actually getting there, I'm like, okay, it'd be cool to bump into him, I guess. You know, I would say hi if that happened. But I didn't see him at all. Like, not that it's like, oh, he didn't show up. Like, I just didn't know, like, what panels he was gonna be at. You know, I didn't go out of my way to find them. I just had, you know, the idea in the back of my head. It's like, oh, it'd be cool to bump into him, like, on the convention floor.
Ask about this land, my friend.
But nope. Not even sure what part of the convention he was in. So the one person I expected to see there, I did not see.
Close. Did someone find the scout before me?
Ow. Shut up with all your barking. Excuse me. Okay, now confirm kill.
Slain by wolves. My work has been done for me.
Yeah, who would have guessed that the wolves that attacked me had killed this man? Never would have seen that coming. There's more? Come on. Let's get out of here. Yeah, so yesterday was my birthday, which is I want to say part of the reason we went to so many games, but I don't know. I think there's a possibility we would have went anyway, even if it was I was gonna say next month. I meant July, even if it was in July, but still like partially as like a kind of birthday gift.
Scout patrols the riverbank north of Crowley.
That must be him.
No paradise where you're going.
Swear you're wrong, man. I got an axe in my hand. I'm going to Valhalla. Viking paradise. Arbalist.
Fulke's scout. Right where Basim said he would be. Orders from Fulke. I should show this to Basim once I've dealt with the others.
I got this big box of Pokemon cards, which is a neat box, honestly. Like it's like not just a box. It's got like a lid to it that it's got a lid with a hinge, and as you pull it open, it's got this little tray that like sits up, which was a fun surprise to open the box and be like, oh look, there's a little shelf popping out to kind of sort of hand me some of the cards, some of the promo cards. It's like it had a little folding on the little shelf. There was like a little folding display
Gentle if they spot me.
that could hold 3 cards, which had 3 of the promo cards in it. Like, oh, that's neat. And it had a little squishy Pikachu in there. I think it's supposed to be like a stress toy, but I think the box describes it as a plush toy.
Look, Sunan.
But it's neat, so I'm gonna keep it in the box so it stays neat and it doesn't get deteriorated from use. And then it had this like little flap on the side that folded out with the booster packs. Let's see, that one. Good job, dude. You ran into the oil. Make my job easier, why don't you? Yeah, I don't know if I got anything particularly mind-blowing from any of the packs, because I'm not that avid of a collector.
I've seen to the scouts. Basim and Guthrum.
Oh, you're still alive?
In the woods east of Porchester.
I can say that I got, I believe I got a Darkrai. So that's at least one legendary Pokemon. I got a couple of, primal Pokemon. Got, I think I got Roaring Moon EX. So that sounds like a rare one. I assume EX makes it even more rare. I mean, I'm just assuming like the primal Pokemon are on the rarer side because they're like a special type of Pokemon, and then EX on top of that makes it
Better be
like
hooded.
extra rare. And I got a what's the primal Jigglypuff called again? Like screaming something. And I got a few cards that enabled me to use some of the evolutions I have that I got from other packs. So that's nice. Like I had a Charmeleon and I got a Charmander from one of the packs in that box. So now I can use the Charmeleon.
Need your eyes, my friend.
Which I always feel like, you know, the video games have trained me to think like, oh, I have to have the final evolution. But no, I forget that one of the things I learned while playing the Game Boy trading card game, the Game Boy version of, you know, the virtual card game, was that it's okay to not fully evolve your Pokemon. They make them still kind of useful,
When you have
which is cool. I don't have to have a Charmander to use my Charizard
Elves are dead,
to
and
get
you're
used out of my
safely
Charmeleon.
encamped. I told you this would work.
time will tell.
Any eye that saw you has been dimmed by death.
You are not short on confidence. That much is clear.
I have a method, Guthrum, and though you may not see it, it has served me well.
If your method is to risk hundreds for the sake of one, then you are right. I don't.
I found something of interest on one of the scouts. Fulke has news of Croydon's fall. She's gathering men and supplies, perhaps to weather a siege.
If she is allowed to dig in at Porchester, it might be months before we can get Sigurd out.
Do you still say I am reckless in my haste, Guthrum?
Saxons! Saxons from the west!
I say your haste has put us squarely in the shit.
Hey, be fair, I didn't kill one of those guys. You got killed by wolves.
What's done is done. Save your breath for the fight.
Where are the enemies? Oh, right, the guys in red. The guys that aren't wearing armor matching our armor. Yeah, those guys.
This mess is of your making.
We kill them here, or behind the walls of Porchester. Either way they die.
Also, I think I got an Absol from one of the packs, which is fun coincidence, because that's one of my favorite Pokemon. It was one of the ones my sister went out of her way to get me in particular, you know, like on its own rather than in like a booster pack. She did that for Christmas last year. So that was me starting my Pokemon card collection. And I'm thinking of starting a grass water deck, because I have enough energy for it, and I certainly got plenty of water Pokemon from the boost packs. Okay, come here so I can get some stamina. And I also got some. I don't know how well known this brand of figure is. I mean, I know Funko's well known because people kind of hate Funko. I've never minded Funko's designs, but I didn't get the pop. I got their snaps, which I think are a lot better. Like seeing them in person now, it's like, oh yeah, these are pretty neat. You know, I think if anyone hates the regular the pop vinyls, they should give the snaps a try. They look pretty decent. They don't have the same eyes that people hate on the pop vinyls. And these ones I was interested in particular because their gimmick is that you can snap the heads and legs off and put the arms and the head and legs of a different figure on, which really makes sense for as a thing you can do with Five Nights at Freddy's figures, because the characters are animatronics, except Vanny. She's also one of the figures, and she's a human. You shouldn't be able to do that with her. But yeah, I can't stop looking at them. They're pretty neat. Pretty nice little pieces of plastic. Get up there. Stomp them. Like, I especially like the Monty figure I got He looks really nice. Ow. Although my Freddy is off color. His reds are pink. And I don't know if they did that on purpose. Because looking on the back of the box that he came in, because this one came with a little, I call it a play set. For me, it's a display set. Whatever, I can find space to put it. It's a little dressing room set. So I don't know if they made him pinker on purpose to... It looks like there's also a version that's standalone. So maybe the dressing room version was intentionally made pinker and the standalone one has the canonical colors. What did you slip on? Come on, man, you gotta blow the horn with more gusto than that.
Dogs! Back to Porchester!
They flee like rabbits.
Then we chase them like hounds.
That ugly bastard's head is mine!
Not if I get there first, slow arse.
Leave him. The day's already won.
No, don't kill brother and brother. No.
Death has found you, Saxon.
You'll join your friends soon enough. Is it for that withered bag of skin you fight? For Sigurd the Sickly?
If Sigurd dies today, I will find your corpse and piss on it.
I'm gonna make you a corpse, that's what I'm gonna do. And then I can pee on it. Do my own work. Now, one of the figures I got was Phantom Foxy. I guess I should finish that thought later.
Bear your false deities like a plague to this land. But you know nothing of those who truly decide our fate.
I decide your fate today, Saxon.
I am ready for my final journey. Let me see what lies beyond.
Maybe I should send her a message.
I will not. Go and tell Folke what you saw today. Tell her Eivor is coming to tear her heart from her chest.
I will tell Fulke her opponent is a weakling who does not have the stomach to finish what they started.
But I kick your teeth out and then you go deliver the message.
You will regret this, Mercy.
No breath within him. Gods, I've never seen the raucous bastard so quiet.
Oh, that's a really sad line.
You are wounded, brother. Let me bear your brother to the camp.
So anyway, I got Phantom Foxy. And I'm not usually a...
quicker than me. Beat me out of the womb by mere moments. Now he has beat me to Valhalla. Even in death, he had to be first.
This crow feast.
Okay, please play the lines. I'm gonna shut up so you can play the lines. Please play the lines. Stop talking about my hunks of plastic for a moment so you can let this scene be sad if you play the lines. There wasn't even a new line that played in place of it. It just stopped for no reason.
Reckless stripling. I warned you the risk was too great.
Peace, Guthrum. It is Fulke who merits your wrath, not Eivor.
You have not seen the half of my wrath. How many of my men now lie dead on account of this glory hoarder?
Many have died, my friend here among them. The fault is mine, knowing that is shame enough.
Small comfort that is to the dead.
What happened here? Uba, Soma, you come at a black hour.
And too late to bloody our blades. Most a pity.
I hope to take Porchester with this one, but folk is forewarned now. I have no more appetite for this. I will go west.
Go then, but know you leave me in a time of need.
What you need is to swallow your pride, raven feeder. Listen to wiser heads than yours.
Eivor.
I will hear you, Guthrum Saxonbane, if you wish to speak your piece.
You want your Jarl back? You must be cold as frost. Bravery is your enemy as often as your friend. We do not dash ourselves against hopeless courses. We arrive unexpected, strike swift, gather your allies, pick your moment. Then, and only then, you crush them. You can triumph yet. Go with the wisdom of Odin, the power of Thor, the wit of Freya. Go and find your brother.
Guthrum spoke in anger, but there is wisdom in what he says.
I heard and heeded. I'm not too proud to admit my mistake.
Then there is wisdom in you as well.
We will wait for our allies before the final attack. Until then, we have work to do. First, we need a new camp. The Saxons think we have retreated, but we will draw even closer. Here.
Arrive unexpected.
Erke, Stove, Juvena. Ride there ahead of me. Together, we will bring them down.
It brings me no pleasure to fight my own people. But a debt is a debt.
Besides, they're men of Wessex, Alfred's folk. No brothers of yours.
We will set off immediately. Together we will fall upon them as Thor's hammer.
After that, we should strike at Fulke supplies all across Sussex.
Yes. If she is allowed to dig in at Porchester, we will lose our chance to rescue Sigurd.
The letter I found on the scout mentioned Bridgeworth, Guildeford, and Crowley.
They produce weapons in Crowley. Food in Guildeford. Bridgeworth is a stronghold. Many Saxon swords there.
Uber, I need your axe arm at Guildeford. Soma, you and your men will aid me in Crowley.
Count on us.
I will go to Bridgeworth and take a measure of things there.
Good. I'll join you after I've dealt with the Saxon camp.
A lion's heart and a crow's cunning. Guthrum judged you too swiftly.
We have work to do. Let's be about it.
Soma
Wonder if...
and Uber, I apologize. I would have liked to offer a better welcome after your long journey.
I'm only sorry we could not be here sooner.
We'll need a short while to organize the men. Then we'll set off as soon as we're able.
I wonder if this quest line is, like, only available once you're done... No, it was available earlier, wasn't it? But I feel like this is the game telling me, like, hey, you need to do all the regions you have available before the end. But it does feel like it's trying to become a finale here, to bring in all our allies together. So maybe this is the last required region? But I would not be surprised if there's more, because... I mean, like I said, it feels like a finale, but if there ends up being one more where it's like, oh, well, she retreated to here, now you gotta go conquer there. That would make sense. But it wouldn't really make sense if they suddenly decide, like, oh, hey, you know that part where, like, everyone comes together and it starts to feel like it's like every piece of the puzzle is coming together and it's about to wrap up nicely. No, actually, there's more after that. That would be weird. That wouldn't quite feel... Wouldn't feel quite right. You bring everyone together for the finale, and then you finish all the other regions. That's what I would like to happen. Again, I can see maybe one more region after that. It's like, oh, she retreated, and then I have to go alone or something. Or just me and Basim. But why would they bring everyone together if it wasn't wrapping up?
Passing through my lands, Yor met my father. The two got on like tinder and flame, and soon we were married.
You see, Stowe, befriend a king and one is set for life. What could be simpler?
And how do you like England, Lufina?
A gloomy land, full of puzzling people. But when it shows itself in glory, it is magnificent.
How does it look?
Crawling with Saxon soldiers like lice on a swine. The very sight sours my blood.
With the sight of their bodies in the mud, please you better.
One way to find out.
Eivor, I beg you. Alfred's men or not, they are Saxons and Christians. If I could speak to them, we might avoid bloodshed.
And lose the element of surprise? These people make their living by the blade. We should attack headlong.
I hope this isn't like a Mass Effect kind of deal where if I pick the wrong option that the person I chose will die. I hated that. I want to try Stowe's way. Let's try Stowe's way. If he dies, I'm reloading my save because I don't want Stowe to die. I like
You know
Stowe.
the people of this isle better than I, Stowe. I trust you.
Thank you, Eivor. I will do what I can.
I say we have Stowe go to talk to them, but we lie in wait, hidden,
Brave soldiers,
so we can
my name
ambush
is
if things go
Stowe,
sour.
Reeve of London.
Oh,
And
okay.
this Dane at my side is Reeve Erke. He is my partner in London. Together we see that justice is done. But more, he is my friend. In London we live in harmony with the Danes. So could you. But your king does not share our philosophy. Alfred bleeds his land dry. Works you all to the bone for a needless war. Now he wants you to die for it. So I beg you, in God's name, walk away from this camp. I will find you new and worthy employment in London. You are good men and true. I would not want this day to be your last.
This one's right. The Danes are here to stay, like it or not. What good's dying now?
Don't be a lackwit. Soon as you drop your swords, they'll murder us. That's no heathen talking. He's a Saxon. I, for one, believe him.
Come on, lads. It's a new life in London for us. Better that than dying here in the mud.
We'll deal with you traitors later. The rest of you, attack!
Okay, I like to call that a
Now we
success.
do things my way.
The people who wanted to heed our words did so. People who did not will die. Heed our words or die a heretic. It's just like Assassin's Creed 3. Yeah, I want to believe what just happened was that through me believing in Fulke, or Stowe, I said the wrong name. Me believing in Stowe just made this fight easier because people, you know, there's less men here now. So I like to think that was the correct option.
That's new leather.
What about leather? Anyway, what I kept trying to say back there is I got a Phantom Foxy figure. And normally I'm not much of a fan of Foxy or the Phantom characters. Because in-game, I mean, I don't think they're supposed to look good. They're supposed to look kind of bad. It's scary. But they're just so, like, green and, like, they're covered in, like, you know when you clean your paintbrushes off and you have that cup of water that just has all the colors of the paints you're using mixed in and it just looks like mud? It's like you took that and splashed it on them. But this figure is black and green. It's just simple colors. It's like a black base with green colors on it. With like bright green, not like a dingy green like they use in 3. In Five Nights at Freddy's 3. Like it's a vibrant green that stands out. It looks good. And I would say the figure has good molding. Is that what they call it? With like just the general shape of it. It looks nice. Like they got the blocky feet that old school Foxy has. Well, I say old school. I don't know about. Like I think most versions of Foxy are deteriorated and don't have their feet properly.
Camp is ours.
That wasn't so hard, was it, Stowe? Even one man's death is too many.
Now I must see about destroying Fulkis supplies.
Okay, but look at it this way, Stowe. We saved at least one man's life, and is that not worth what we attempted? Oh, that quest is over. Yep, okay. My choice of what person do I want to go see? I'll just do them, I was going to say in order, but... Excuse me. I could actually do this by... Which one's closest? Which is this one. Works for me. And like I said, I really like my Monty figure. I don't know why I wasn't expecting him to have his tail, but he has his tail, and that's cool. And then I got a Bonnie, like original Bonnie. I feel like they did good on his face, because like underneath all the faceplates, you got like just standard, very round eyes that are just, you know, standard. So that when you put on the faceplate of another character, that it makes the same expression as it does on any of the other characters. So like Bonnie's faceplate, they got these, what do you call it? Like a little, like the way it's shaped makes his eyes do the kind of like dead stare that he has on that original model. I think that's a very nice touch. It makes him look accurate.
Best go hooded here.
Alright, what's up, Uba?
All is ready? We're a town of farmers and shepherds. This place bristles with swords. One of them is a Thane by his dress. Serious man with him, too. Went into the longhouse.
If we take care, we might avoid drawing the Thane's attention while we burn the grain silos.
Was that a jest? Bring them on! Been too long since I met a Saxon warrior worth half a shit.
Get them burn a silo. Or multiple silos. I thought it was pointing me towards one. No, I guess I'm in a search area. So can I just do that? Is that correct? Am I doing that right? Don't know why it explodes. Isn't it stuffed with hay? I get it being flammable, but it shouldn't explode. Yeah, I had Bonnie in particular on my list. Because I thought that without his faceplate, he looks like Withered Bonnie. But now that I actually have him, I was like, oh, no, he doesn't look like Withered Bonnie. I'm still glad to have him, because, like I said, the faceplate's cool. I don't know. I don't think that's a silo. I think that's a beehive. I'm gonna burn it in anyway in case it counts. No, it didn't count. But yeah, I've got Glamrock Freddy and I've got Monty. My sister said they tried to find Glamrock Chica, but they were out. They were out of stock. So maybe for Christmas. I don't know. It would be cool, but I won't complain if they're still out of stock, because that's just how things be sometimes. So yeah, I need Chica, and not my horse. I don't need my horse. Glamrock Chica and Roxy. So those will be on my list for Christmas for sure. complete the Glamrock set. Ah, I wasn't expecting the fire. Alright, the bush while you're on fire. I'm not actually sure if they do have a rock scene. Because looking on the back of the box, I think it only shows Chica. And I hate when my dodge makes me go too far away from him to melee, too far away from my target to melee. Oh, come on. Really haven't been using this ability much. Let's see if I can't get some good use out of it.
Work with me. God won't let us lose.
I just realized that's a dead sheep. Kill the sheep. Like, I'm not even pressing the long dodge button. Why does it make me dodge so far away? I'm gonna just mark you multiple times. How about that? That's cool. Is that you making that clanking?
Speaking about is giving me a cramp in my arse.
It is hard to be quiet with you complaining.
And he's complaining right after we finish fighting. It's like bad timing, bro. It's like, what more do you want?
What's this?
Oh, there we go. There's a red ring that lets you know where the explosion radius is. I should have known. So I also got Pokemon Tournament DX, which I completely forgot had like a free trial weekend that Nintendo does with games sometimes very sporadically. Yeah, one time one of the games was Pokken. I got to try it to see the new fighters. And apparently it keeps your save, so the game did not... Like, it booted like it was a game I already owned, which was a weird feeling. And then I remembered, like, oh yeah, the free weekend. I guess it kept my save. So I got to try the new Pokemon again. I don't remember how much I played around with them before, but I went into actual like training this time to look at like their special abilities.
Wounds matching those made by Saxon weapons. I know where to look for my prey.
And I actually forgot to like look at the move lists when I tried Scizor and Empoleon. But I tried Krogonk and Darkrai. They're pretty neat. Darkrai's got this ability to like leave copies of himself. He can go into, I want to say it was like bad dream mode or something. He's got this mode where he kind of powers up, I guess, and then he can use a certain move to steal like health from his enemy. He can use Dream Eater. It's like, hey, that's pretty neat. And Krogonk can do like random effects, get random stat boosts or debuffs if you're unlucky. Not quite sure how it works. I think I was just doing it too much, was why I started getting negatives. But I think it is supposed to be mainly positive. Excuse me. And then I think the last new fighter is Decidueye. I have not tried him yet. But I was replaying Pikmin last week. Or replaying Pikmin 4. So I've been kind of stuck on Pikmin 4. But I like Pokken. I'll go back to that soon enough. Where are the next silos?
May you speed on to the All-Father's feast. Go, Sune.
Where are they? Oh, there's one. Was it marking them? It might have been. So they do seem to be in that direction. The direction the box were. That could be them. Yeah, okay, that's them. Which way is he facing? The other way? Good. Wrong button. Come on over here. When I played on Wii U, my main was Braxton. I might take up Krogunk this time. Krogunk was pretty cool. I remember it... pressed the wrong button. I remember it didn't quite click with me at first and felt like a really difficult game. Even on its, like, easier settings. And then something clicked. And then it... yeah, was better. And I was able to beat it. I don't remember what it was I realized. I might have to have that same epiphany again a second time. Somehow that feels appropriate for a game that was released on Wii U and then re-released on Switch to have new life. Except new life isn't exactly accurate because it was also an arcade game in Japan. Might have come to the US, I don't remember. But I know the arcade got DLC fighters and those didn't come to the Wii U version for some reason. Probably because it was the Wii U. But I'm glad they're included in the Switch version as... you know, it was included in the base game. And then they added more DLC fighters, so I still have to buy that. But... but I have my choices to do I really care that much about Blastoise and Aegislash? Maybe. Maybe I do. Maybe I do want to spend $15 on Blastoise and Aegislash. I mean, I like Aegislash. I prefer Doublade, but I like Aegislash. Too far. Can I just throw it at the side? It's like a fuse. Cool. Let them eat ashes. Was that Marie Antoinette who said that? Alright, next quest, next quest. Sure. I think Uba just despawned. You think he's gonna stay here? Is he still following me? He probably despawned. Okay, when I'm doing a sort of challenge run with Pikmin 4. It's not really that much of a challenge. It's just I'm gonna use Ochi. Like I want to ride on him less, use his dash less, because I know I lean very heavily on Ochi in my first playthrough, and I feel like it does take some of the challenge away when you just when you do that. Because I think it becomes way easier to dodge and not lose any Pikmin to enemy attacks when you're riding on Ochi and you and all 100 of your Pikmin are moving as one unit. As opposed to you move and then the Pikmin are like, oh, I gotta stay behind you, and then they try to follow you. I forget if 4 had the dodge whistle. I forget if they brought that back. That would definitely be helpful to find again, if it is in the game. I should have called my horse. I don't know why I keep forgetting to do that. Horse go fast. Why do I not call horse?
Bridgeworth. The forest of Saxon swords awaits within those walls of stone. I should consult with Basim. He will be nearby.
He'll be in front of the zipline. Are we gonna take the zipline?
What have you discovered?
Bridgeworth swarms with guards, reinforced from the river. Word is that 2 of Fulke's finest oversee such matters.
We should kill these leaders and burn their ships. Crippled and put to panic, their men will be in no place to join Fulke at Portchester.
Excuse me.
Frightened men look to their own interests. A good plan.
Open my map to find objective. It's here in town, isn't it? There's a commander in the keep. There was a commander in the dock. Boats burned. So burn the boats. Go into the keep. Go at the dock. I assume the boats will be at the dock, so I'll just... Or I could catch everyone's attention and have the guy come to me anyway.
What's going on? Hey! Stop!
Hey! He's so surprised to see me. What are you shooting at? Which part is the keep? Okay, there's a boat. Do I burn that? Is that not the boat? Is that not one of the boats? Why did the camera turn around? You made me miss my throw. It's gotta be in the water? Oh yeah, I see. It's gotta be in the water. That guy to turn around. Okay, how about I lure?
No peace around here.
Get him, Basim. Get him, Basim.
Hey, now! You're dead!
Is that to keep? I'll load this with an explosive arrow of my own. That is so. Oh! Okay, good. Oh man, did I ever talk about Blade and Sorcery got updated?
Indeed.
Like, Blade and Sorcery got, like, it's finally in 1.0 now. It's got all the features it's been promising for a little while. Like a proper sort of story mode. I don't know how story heavy it actually is. I don't want to be misleading with what the mode is. But yeah, it's a mode where you actually have to like earn equipment instead of just having stuff that you can spawn indefinitely. You actually have to like go to a store and buy it and then explore new places to earn more money and stuff. And there's like skill trees now, which is really cool because now there are extra, like instead of just like, oh, well, you know the stuff you always had from the beginning, yeah, now you have to unlock it. Like that door. But like there are new skills now, which is really cool. There's like, oh, do I not shoot it from, okay, fine, I'll just climb on in. It's probably a ladder. There's new skills now, like new abilities on top of the spells, making them more versatile. One of my favorite things is that now there's like if you have a spell equipped and you make a fist. I did mention it's VR, right? Like, I feel like that's important to know. So you have to, you know, with your controllers, you hold down both the triggers to make a fist. Was this in the way? I don't think I was in the way. Is that to help me get out? Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm yawning. Yeah, you make a fist when you have a spell equipped. And it makes your punches elemental. It's like, I'm glad they've finally got some stuff, like some actual skills for if you want to do an unarmed build. If you want to just punch stuff. Because I like punching stuff. And I think they even took away the mana mechanic. So now spells are just free. So the only limit to how frequently you can cast is how long it takes to actually charge up a spell to be able to use it. Which they've always had that. So I don't blame them for getting rid of mana in favor of just like, yeah, you know, like, fireballs already are not very spammable, so how about we just take away mana anyway? Sadly, what I would call a repercussion of that is that now you can't fly with gravity. Like if you use the gravity spell and you throw the spell downwards, Jesus, that's pretty brutal watching them crawl as they burn to death. The desperate crawl. Yeah, with the gravity spell, if you throw it downward, it launches you up. And it used to be, if you turned on the infinite mana cheat, that if you kept spamming that spell to shove yourself upwards, you could basically just fly. You can't do that anymore. It makes me sad. Where are we even going? Okay, so all I have is to find the guy in the keep. I found the guy in the dock. I just need to get in the keep. Hit this guy on the head with a bell. Okay, bye. They also added a new dungeon to explore, which is really cool because it's like an ancient temple, you know, like a Zelda style temple. With, like mystical artifacts around and stuff. It's just really cool. It's cool having a game where you can explore that stuff in VR. I'm gonna go for the alarm bell. Well, you're gonna be in for a rude surprise when you realize that the bell is on the floor. Come on, die, die. Okay. Good. But I like how they just happen to add skills for stuff that I would just do anyway, even when there weren't skills for it, like punching people. Like now you can actually build for it. There's a skill where I forget which tree it's under. I think it's because they have like the 3 elements, and then they have body and mind. So it's either body or mind, because it is not tied to a spell, I don't think. It's probably mind, if I had to guess, and I do have to guess. But the skill lets you throw your shield and ricochet it to come back into your hand. You know, Captain America. Which I just have a lot of fun just doing that on its own. There don't even have to be enemies around.
Fulke will have no help from Bridgeworth now. See you back at camp.
Okay, see ya.
Jammed. Need to get on the other side.
And that's another thing that I would just do, just for fun. Even when my shield didn't come back to me, I just throw my shield at people. And then just use the telekinesis spell to bring it back to my hand. Oh, wait, that's the Cinderella powder trap. I want to know what that upgrade is. Powder can be detonated a second time. No, not a second time! Alright, I better spend these skills. Where was I? Excuse me. Right, I was up here. Working towards this. Oh wait, I have 4. Okay. Yeah, I just like throwing my shield at people. Especially because, you know, the enemies themselves would have shields. So sometimes I just take those and then throw them. I don't need them back. It's not my shield. So it's really cool that now there's a perk that makes doing that have an actual purpose. Right, gotta set up the next quest. Where are we going? And if you thought it's kind of crazy that they have a Captain America skill, like it's basically just Captain America. They also had a Force Choke, and it's literally called Force Choke. So that's neat. There was another one I wanted to mention. I forgot what it was. Right, because I'm in a restricted zone. Those guys are about to come home to find their friends are dead. They don't realize the killer's escaping. Well, in the dungeon that they added, it now ends. It's a dungeon that ends with a boss. It's a golem boss, which is another cool thing to see in VR. Just this giant stone golem. Get that sense of scale. And he's basically Thardus. You just got to break the crystals all over his body. But he's got these little handles on him, so you can climb them, kind of like Shadow of the Colossus. I'd also like Shadow of the Colossus, so he'll try to shake you off. I don't recommend being on him when he does that, because it is nauseating. Like, I tend to not get motion sick from VR, but the way the camera moves when he shakes you, because I don't know what they... I don't even know how to explain what they did. Oh, why am I heading towards the viewpoint? I'm supposed to be going this way. But, with... Normally, when moving around, your head is always upright. So down is always the same direction. But when the golem starts to shake, then, down relative, like, for the camera, changes. Because he's shaking you. So the world around you is moving. But, in real life, you're not moving. So you're standing and you're still upright. So it's just this disconnect that's just... Ugh. So I tend to not climb the golem. Even though that's cool. I would like to not vomit. That's way cooler than climbing a golem. Oh, I remember. It's the thing that made me remember Blade and Sorcery even got updated to begin with. Apparently, elemental arrows now have an effect where, I have not explored all the effects. Well, I think I can take a guess. I believe fire makes arrows pierce armor. Gravity should probably make anything it hits floaty, because that's just what gravity does in general as an enchantment. The same with fire. It always makes your swords pierce too. Lightning is trickier, because it's weapon enchantment. It's sword enchantment. I forget what it did, actually. I think it would just make it where when you hit someone with it, they also get shocked. So they're stunned for a moment. But when you do it on an arrow, it becomes a homing arrow, and that's really cool. Because what you can do now is when an arrow misses, or even if it hits you and you just pull it out of your body, you can electrify it and throw it back at the shooter. That was really fun to do.
What is happening here?
Bandits, taking advantage of the disorder in Sussex to fill their pockets. Odin smiles on us today.
Let us make sure this place is burned to the ground. Fulka will get no more weapons from here.
We could charge in while they are distracted, but it would be safer to use fire arrows.
Or electric arrows and then become homing. But you said it'd be safer to use the arrows, so let's do the safer option then.
We burn them from afar. Watch them scatter like cats.
A sound decision. I agree. Archers, take your positions. Stand ready.
But I guess that's going to cause property damage, and that probably was
We must defend the men.
The dilemma there. I'm sorry, I was still thinking about electrifying an arrow and throwing it back at the shooter. Okay, so now I just burn.
I should be cautious around here.
Excuse me.
The best defense is to attack. Go! Get in their teeth.
Move in, men! Storm the town!
And if homing arrows and throwing them back at their target, or back at the shooter, wasn't cool enough, there is a perk where time automatically slows down when an arrow is about to hit you. So if you do it just right, I haven't been able to do it myself, but if you do it just right, you can pluck the arrow right out of the air and then electrify it, and then throw it back at the attacker. But instead, what I did yesterday, last time I played, was I had throwing knives, because that's a thing now. And I would electrify the throwing knives and then throw them so they become homing throwing knives. A little bit of a tongue twister there. And that was still fun too. And then when they would shoot me, I would just throw the arrows back. Ammo is full. Okay, good to know. But my favorite new trait of the electric is homing is really fun. But now also, if you... I think you have to tap electrically enchanted weapons together. They'll have an arc between them, which is I forget what they called it, but it's a very specific kind of electricity that dismembers, which also works on the throwing knives. So what you can do is electrify your throwing knives and then tap them together to get the arc going between them, and then you throw the throwing knives and it cuts all the limbs off of your enemies. It's kind of overpowered. Like, I love the gravity spell, but honestly, in my save where I'm actually like earning the skills instead of just having everything unlocked, I should go for electricity first. That would be very powerful to unlock. Your turn. It's your turn to hold the sword. Okay, how about spear? You want the spear? And then the other sword. So you love hurting people with their swords now. Okay, that's what I was looking for. Helpful. Why is there stuff pointing inside? Do I go in the basement? Oh, they don't have a basement. Sometimes houses of this shape have a basement. That's not me applying my modern sensibilities of what a house is. It's just an observation I've made of OW in gameplay. Sometimes houses like that have a basement. Stop getting stuck on trees. You know, that's me being a little too meta. It's like, oh, you know, this house asset sometimes has a basement. Come on. There. Alright, I'll see you later, Soma. I'm gonna go back here. Unavailable. Okay, fair enough. I am technically in combat.
I should return to our camp.
Is that my cue? I can fast travel now. Unmark the viewpoint. Alright, while this loads, I'm gonna go break. Almost forgot to unmute. We are here now. Closer. Not quite there, but almost. Excuse me. Well, if I didn't already say I did, I almost forgot to unmute myself. You would think I did forget to unmute myself, because just trying to think of something to say. There's nothing worthwhile coming to mind. But we're here now. It doesn't matter. It's okay to have a quiet horse ride sometimes, I guess.
Eivor has returned! Hail, Wolf-Kissed!
Okay, where is Hytham? Wait. Where's he at? Oh, he's over there. A more cinematic spot, I imagine.
Bishop Deolov. Strange to see a man of God on the battle lines.
It may surprise you, but I was no stranger to horse and hunt in my younger days.
It is Saxons we fight this day, Deolov. Not Britons, and not in Mercia.
It is Fulke I fight. A false Christian preaching a corruption of God's word. If I can assist in her downfall, I will.
Then you are welcome here, friend.
Not the person I wanted to speak to. There.
You are quite the agent of chaos. Fulke's men are chasing their tails, not knowing where you will strike next.
Porchester has neither the supplies nor the forces to keep us out now.
And you have bought time for your allies to arrive. Many have come, not least the bishop here.
As I promised. As the keeper of God's word, it would be poor form if I did not keep my own.
Now, if the talking is done, there's blood to be spilled.
Eivor, dark news. We found a letter on one of the dead. Fulke has called for aid.
Reinforcements.
A Saxon army marches from Winchester.
Then my men and I will ride to meet them. We will harry them every step of the way to buy you time.
We may begin the assault at once, or you might wish to speak with your allies, if you've not done so already.
Warm words do thaw the chill of battle fear.
I think this is just one of those. If you're not ready to continue, you better stop now.
We march. When the sun sets on this day, Sigurd will be returned to us, and Fulke's head will be on a spike.
Let us begin.
Could this be the final battle? I still want to say no, because there's still the guy on the top of the order tree. Or I guess at the bottom, he's the trunk. But who knows? This could be where the main story ends. And then I wouldn't mind spending another couple streams finishing up the order tree.
Eivor, did you enjoy the gift I left you in Canterbury?
You will die today, Fulke! But your men may live if you come here to me and settle this alone!
We have nothing to settle. Die on these walls if you will. It is your choice.
No wall is high enough to keep me from you.
Then come. Claim your brother if you can. I shall wait with him. If you would find us, you need only follow his screams.
I can climb any wall I want, you know. This is one of those games. As long as there's not something at the base of the wall to prevent me from starting to climb.
What will the skulls say when they speak of this day? They will say we unleashed such rampant slaughter, that Odin himself stirred on his throne to watch. They will say that ravens blackened the sky to feast on Saxon dead. So raise your swords with me now, brothers and sisters, for today is the day we carve our names into legend! I'm coming for you, brother.
So many battles and so few scores, Basim. What's your secret? I don't get heated. Aha! The simplest strategies are the best.
Oh, there's no spot for me to grab hold. Okay. I like how Basim remarks that he doesn't get hit. It's like that's my headcanon with Altair. He never got hit as well. Except for any point in the gameplay where they force you to get hit. But I don't know that such things exist. I don't think those are there for me to shoot, but I'm gonna shoot them anyway, just to make sure they don't have something to shoot. There's no more of them, okay. Ah man, they got things in front of the wall to prevent me from starting my climb. Man. At least I can do this. This. Excuse me. And that. I can also burp. There's also an option. It's not helpful, but I can do it. Can I climb up here? There we go. That was a good climb.
Watch out for the oil! Courage, men! Let the raven scorch on Saxon.
Can I turn this on them? Does this have enough location on it? Thought it was gonna rapid fire. I don't know why. Are they even outside? They might be inside. I might not be able to actually hit them. Get it? I think that helped. Come on.
Arrows coming!
We're through. Come on, everyone. We're through now, so I don't need to worry about making this wall safe to get through. It already is. Standing back. Destroy one of the palisades. Still just makes me think of the car. Okay, blow it up. Oh, yeah, okay. It was on fire, and then, yeah. That second one was wasteful. So you want to know something I find a little weird? So when I went to too many games, I cosplayed as Link. But wait, it gets weirder. So it was... My siblings and I were doing a group cosplay of the 4 Links from 4 Swords. I was Red Link. So we all... My sister got us all the components for the costume. I think I mentioned that. Because I mentioned, like, oh yeah, that's them dyeing the tunics in the background. So she got us these boots. And, I don't really know my shoe size, to be honest. And the tags on my shoes are very worn out. So I may not have gotten the correct size. But they felt fine. Except for, like, the last, maybe, hour that we were there. I find that a little weird. That, like, the whole time, my feet are fine. And then in the end, they're suddenly not. I guess it's not that weird, because that does happen. You know, you lose your stamina or something like that. You know, your resistance wears down, and then eventually it's like, oh, actually, this is not okay. Start to get, you know, the feet start to get sore. So I guess next time I gotta go a size up. But what I find the weirdest part is my toes are the part that hurt. Like, specifically, at least right now, you know, 2 days later, the nail... Ivor, what are you doing? The nail on my big toe, on both of my big toes. That's the one that's sore. That's the part that's still sore. My big toe nails. From wearing the wrong size boots. That again, they only felt a little bit squished. Like just the slightest bit a little too small around the toes. So I guess it kind of makes sense that my toes ended up being the part that hurt. But why the toenail? Why does the nail hurt? What was going wrong in the shoe that made my toenail get hurt? Because I could understand if my toes were squishing up against the front of the boot too much. And that's why they're sore. But why the nail? Why does the nail hurt? I guess the nail was also being pushed back into... Might be a little graphic detail there in my description. But basically the nail being pushed backwards into where the nail comes out from.
Mistake you will not make twice. Fight hard! Odin's eyes are upon you this day.
And my legs are just a little sore too from all the walking. I did 12,000 steps that day. Almost as much as going up the 7,000 steps and then back down. And it was almost like I went up to see the Greybeards and then came back down. Except on the way back, I got eaten by a troll. Do I even have to fight you? I don't think I do. Ow. Have fun, Basim.
Sigurd was here once, no longer. Where has Folky taken him?
Is his other arm on the chair?
Is this Sigurd's blood?
Probably. Excuse me. Gee, stop burping.
Sigurd.
every instant of your torment, Fulke will suffer tenfold.
I think he already said that. Oh, that's down. So I'm gonna go up more. Why are you casually walking and then stopping? You know I'm coming for you. You should be running. You should be on a horse.
The church! Fulke must have taken him there. Come on, Basim!
Face us, Fulke! Your cowardice is
Whee! Oh, that reminds me of something in the Blade and Sorcery update. Yeah, whatever. He's so big and scary. It's like Blade and Sorcery has, you know, you can climb ropes, and then there's also like zip lines. And you can hold one of the triggers to slide down the ropes. But I don't know if they intentionally changed something, or if they broke something. But now when you slide down the ropes, you slide too fast, and you can die.
Hey, come here a moment.
Basim? Basim, please.
Fulke.
I have done all I could to help him, Ava. The rest is up to you.
No! No! Brother.
Follow her.
Brother. I'm here for you. I have you.
Let me stay with him. You deal with Fulke.
I'll come back for you. I promise.
Make sure he's got an axe in his hand in case he dies. Should probably whip a torch out. Then I'll throw it at Fulke. Make her burn.
You cower for me, Fulke, like a rat in the dark.
We're all in the dark, Ava. It is the search for the light that brings us closer to the gods.
Save your babble. Death is our language now.
You fight beneath the banner of ignorance, Ava. I could pull back the curtain for you, give you a glimpse of what lies beyond.
I need nothing from you.
Oh, I missed. Hang on. Hang on, wait. I gotta fulfill the promise. There. No music?
This ends here.
A pity to kill one with such potential. Where you
Yeah, I think fire is burning better than poison does. Although that's 16 damage, I think it was about the same.
Where you find words now, Paladin?
blind of mind, blind of sight?
Are you afraid, Fulke?
I got infinite torches, you know.
My cause is greater than you can comprehend.
Let's try poison. See if maybe she's weak to poison. Like some kind of Pokemon, I don't know. I don't know which types are weak to poison. Grass, maybe? Bug?
You
I
are
don't know.
more like Sigurd than you know.
Because sometimes they make sense, and sometimes they don't. The weaknesses.
Do you not wonder, Eivor, at the things I have learned?
Every word you say is madness.
Sigurd is an ancient one, an archer, Nephilim, Isu, call him what you will. He is reborn.
He's my brother and my Jarl, and your Meinzig.
He is everything we should hope to be.
Fulke! Damn you to hell!
You better not actually retreat to another region.
Fulke! You can't run from me forever!
The objective says kill. You better let me kill. Yeah, there we go. You're surrounded.
Nobody touch her. She is mine.
You are too late, Eivor. I have opened your brother's mind to the truth. That is my victory.
Okay.
And you will go with me to the grave.
You can smash me over the face with the grave marker. That is a stupid weapon. It's gonna be slow, very cumbersome to use. It might hurt you more than me to use. I'm not even gonna use special abilities on you. I don't need it. Because you stupidly decided to try to smash me over the face with a grave. I don't care what kind of symbolism you're trying to go for. That is a stupid idea. In a historical setting, anyway. I like the aesthetic of it, but in Assassin's Creed, it's stupid. It's a stupid idea.
She has saved your brother.
Animals we are. Spit and vomit. Shit and soul. Sigurd is so much more. I gave him that understanding. That gift.
You gave him pain!
You took his arm.
To awaken him.
Did you awaken him or just break his will?
A god trapped in a prison of bones. Pain was necessary to free him. Behold his terrible beauty. The beauty of the divine.
Now you're free too. Free from your bone prison.
Highest achievement of humankind. Now you, Eivor, you must carry it forward.
Sigurd!
I can walk. Let me walk.
Sigurd.
Eivor. I will fight. As a thresher through a field of wheat, mad one.
What has she done to you?
Eivor! We delayed them as long as we could.
Reinforcements from Winchester have come.
Get Sigurd to a boat. I will hold them off till you're safely away.
Fight well, Eivor. Find us at the settlement when you can.
Archers! To the walls! Stand with me, Luba. We'll turn the tide. Keep your wits about you, soldier. Don't get careless now! One last effort! Drive them back!
By Thor, we're not done yet.
Do not falter now, men! For Odin and for glory!
I like how he was doing that parry stance while giving me time to recharge my stamina.
Is that the last of them?
We have beaten them back for now, but without Guthrum's army, we do not have the numbers to hold this fort.
We found Sigurd. That is what matters.
Wish they had a cheer sound effect that was longer than just 5 seconds.
Guthrum was hasty in his judgment, Eivor. You are fit to stand with the best of us. Go to your brother.
Ow.
The words of one beloved
Desk.
will heal him faster than herbs.
Just like I was sitting.
I will see to matters here.
May the gods guide you, Uba, until we meet again.
Alright, gotta get out of here. Get away from this crowd cheering sound effect. Do I not have to report back to Randvi? Speak to Sigurd. Yeah. Don't have to report to Randvi. Well, I assume that because this is another quest, that this is, you know, it's not where the game ends. It's still, the game had been leading up to Sigurd and I fighting and me killing him, so that hasn't happened yet. The game's not done yet. The story's not wrapped yet. I do wonder, because if you ignore the, you know, the metagame aspect of having that order menu with all the the tree of people you're supposed to kill, and knowing that Folke is not the very end of that tree, that doesn't feel very climactic, having killed her. But if you look at it from a narrative standpoint, she kind of is the antagonist of the main story. Unless you consider fate the antagonist. You know, the fate of having to kill Sigurd. So, I think we are getting close to the end, and whatever they're leading us up to here with this quest probably will be the lead up to killing Sigurd. It'll probably be the inciting incident that causes us to fight in the first place. But I at least want to see what this quest will entail, what to expect next time we start. Oh good, I've got 2 letters, so now there's a letter icon on top of a letter icon. For me!
Sigurd Jarl, back where you belong. I missed you, my brother.
Yeah, you missed me. Once or twice, I hear.
What?
You took your time to find me. Was it for this? To enjoy your time on my throne?
Now you sound like Dag.
You slew all those who questioned you.
That
is not what happened. Ranvi will tell you.
Oh yeah, we'll see. My dear wife, brought to me as a gift by her clan to pacify my ambition. Yes, I'm sure she will be the one to tell me the truth.
What did that witch Fulke do to you?
You cannot even begin to imagine the things I've seen. What I've learned. Born of gods is who I am. A lord of war. A Roman Mars. I know who I am. I know my destiny. And you will not hinder me!
Brother.
Forgive me. I am faint. Tired of the day and all that has passed. I need air.
And she sucked all the joy out of him. Filled him with paranoia.
Could you speak with him? Settle his mind.
I can try.
Basim?
Stand with cheer, one and all. Today is a day of celebration. Our Jarl is with us. Tonight, let us drink and eat
hold on,
in
you.
honor of his return. And now...
Basim, will you not join us?
In time, I may celebrate. But tonight is a melancholy mood. I would rather sit here quietly, alone, with my thoughts.
I understand.
Do not let Sigurd's present mood upset you. He spoke warmly of you as we sailed here. I believe he still trusts you more deeply than he can express.
We trust each other.
That is clear. Enjoy the feast, Eivor.
I mean, I guess coming from Sigurd himself rather than Dag, him saying, oh, you sure took your time finding me, it makes more sense from his perspective. Because, you know, when you're locked in prison and are actively being tortured, it sure does feel like your allies are taking their sweet time coming to save you. But from our perspective, we know how many curveballs we were thrown trying to freaking find him. We were doing all we could do. I don't much care for him insinuating that we took our time so I could sit on his throne, because I was not doing that. I mean, I did do it that one time when the two guys were arguing, but that was a necessity. Killing Dag was a necessity. He didn't let me leave. Like, I haven't been killing people who've been questioning me. If I was killing people who questioned me, I would have killed that other guy from Sussex. What was his name? Like Guthbert, something like that. You know, the guy who told me that I messed up and got people killed, and I was like, yeah, you're right, I messed up.
What are you doing here? I was looking for you. Sigurd.
Are you by Dag's grave?
Dag died defending my honor?
So he claimed.
Then he was a fool. My honor needs no defense. It is stone solid, unblemished.
I offered him a way out, but...
Say nothing more of the past. It is gone. There is a rift as deep as death between then and now. I was tested, Eivor, in a crucible of blood and fire. And in my agony, I was reborn. You may think me less than I was, but this is not so. I am greater than before. My mind is a wellspring of prophecies, visions that tell me who I truly am. For all that, I am grateful for my suffering.
Sigurd, I want to understand. But all this, all you say makes little sense.
Basim saw these things in me. Fulke, too. Despite her cruelty, she spoke the truth. I am more than the man I was. More than this hobbling stick that stands before you. You must look harder, Eivor. Deeper. See for yourself what they found in me. Do you see it? My greater self.
I don't know what that means.
Look. This is the face of a god.
I see only my brother and my truest friend. Return to where he is loved and cherished. Where he's meant to be.
You're kind. But your eyes are clouded by the past. A place I can no longer see. I fear our paths diverged long ago. Go. I wish to be alone. Return to my feast and drink for me. Celebrate the days to come in my name.
Well, if you think my ability to remember stuff that have happened in the past games has made this scene more clear, no, I have no idea what's going on. I think there was already that. I think there was that note
Looks like I have a new
that
letter.
said that, you know, it
Since
mentioned.
The wind calls me back to Randvi. Best tell her the good news.
Oh, okay, now we're gonna tell Randvi. There was that letter that said, you know, it mentioned, what's his face? Aita, the guy who keeps being reborn as a new person, and he was, he ended up also being Black Bart and John from ITE in Black Flag. So he's not that, but he might be another guy who participated in that same experiment and is now also being perpetually reincarnated. He said he's a god of war and he's Mars. My knowledge of mythology, for as much as I'm tired of it being used in like all the fictions and all the fantasies, I don't quite know who Mars was. I think he was a god of war, like he said. So like Ares in like is that Greek mythology? Now I feel like I got it wrong.
Good to see you. What happened yesterday? You and Sigurd disappeared during the feast. And when he returned, he went straight to our room without a word.
We talked for a time. I asked many questions, but got few answers. I wish I could say more. Sigurd wants to blame me for every mishap that has befallen him, but gives me no credit for his rescue. I don't understand.
Yet he does speak with you. With me, he has gone totally silent. So, what now?
This is for Sussex. We burned it to the ground to save one man. Yet he's barely the man we were searching for.
Quite so.
I don't know if we're truly allied with Sussex. I don't know that I don't think we've earned that, Raven. I don't know if I have to read that letter or. I mean, I can do more territories now, but I don't know if that's required now. Hytham's letter. Oh, well, I probably should have read this sooner. Received another letter from the poor fellow soldier of Christ. May have uncovered a few new targets. Visit my bureau when you have some time.
I should talk to Hytham.
Biersten's letter. Such a small gift to bet you like this bow. I wish I could do more. Never forget to thank you. Okay. Didn't I already accept this? Hunter bow. Okay, I guess I will accept a new territory. See what my options are.
I want to see the Alliance map.
I presume it's just going to be the same gameplay loop as before, where they just want me to clear out, do these next 2 territories, and then another main story beat will happen, and then we'll probably get to do Hamptonshire and Winchestershire. Probably in that order. Would be nice if it ends up being Winchestershire, and then that's the end of the game. But yeah, again, I won't complain about this game still having content. It's decent content, so I'm as much as I'm excited to get to Mirage, I'm still fine with playing this. It doesn't feel dragged out, probably due to the fact that each of these regions are their own story arcs. So it's it's not just one story dragged out 80 hours long. There are multiple stories and multiple starts and finishes to those stories. I mean, not each story doesn't have multiple, but having multiple stories means multiple starts and finishes, and it feels like the game is actually happening. It's not just leading me along just on a wild goose chase.
Conqueror of the North, sends
Except
his
when it did.
greeting. He wishes to meet with Eivor Wolfkist personally.
Halfdan Jarl. I have heard that man's name so often. I feel as though I know him already.
He is currently entangled in a war with the Picts of the Northern Hills. I suspect he wants your counsel, or your axe. If you are keen to meet him, he asks that you join him at his war camp. I have the location here.
Oh, okay.
I'll go at once.
With caution, Eivor. Jorvikshire is currently at war with the Picts, a proud clan that lives just beyond the Roman wall.
Hang on a second. Gonna zoom the map out, get that icon to go away. So you got something to look at while I look something up. Because I remember there is like in the older days of Assassin's Creed, there was like 3 primary figures. If I can type. Just go to Juno's page. So there's Juno, there's Minerva, and then there's like there's a third guy as like the primary. Oh, Jupiter. Not Mars, Jupiter. Because I was wondering if maybe Sigurd is the reincarnation of Jupiter. But let's see, names. Others known name was Tinia, but with the evolution of things in the distance to the Romans, he was known as Jupiter, the Roman king of gods, as well as and was known as Zeus. Ancient Greeks, Norse mythology, Jupiter was known as Stuttinger, king of Jotunheim. So yeah, no. See, what I was wondering, because I could remember that Jupiter is who the Templars call the Father of Understanding. So it would have made a lot of sense to me if that ended up being the case. If Sigurd is Jupiter. But nope. So he's probably some other Isu. But I'm not gonna be dumb enough to look that up. That's spoilers. Alright, let's see what have I got. So I got that new bow. And I got a new dagger. Store a low amount of health for each critical hit. Cool. Not gonna use it. Got some other stuff, sure, whatever. I have 4 skill points. Excuse me. I have 3 skill points to spend somewhere working towards some other perk. No, I think I've got like everything I care to use. And anything that I may actually remember to use. And anything relevant to my current build. So yeah, I've kind of just got free perks now. Yeah, I don't really want partial healing. Like I get that that's for the the spirit of the wolf or whatever it is. Wolf warrior, where you get more damage as your health goes down. I don't really need it. I guess I could get stealth adrenaline even though I'm not going to use it. Because it also applies to looting a chest, so that could end up actually paying off. Okay, let's go talk to Hytham. Then that'll be it for tonight. Finished one arc, and then we can start... Or, well, we did start another. We can properly start on it next time. Wednesday. I want to say that, because I won't be skipping a day. Yeah, it goes without saying. My schedule has returned to normal.
I'm grateful to see Basim returned. There's so much more I wish to learn from him. Ah, here is something for you. An odd letter arrived a few days ago, signed by one calling himself...
A poor fellow soldier of Christ.
That's right. Someone you know.
Not by sight, but this soldier has intimate knowledge of the Order. He's the reason I have found them so easily in the cities.
The letter says you must travel to Winchester, visit God's house and look for a man in white. Then recite this passage. When pride cometh, then cometh shame. But with the lowly cometh wisdom.
All right. I'll speak with Randvi. Get a fuller picture of all this.
Do you need something?
15? Where am I going to get 15 medallions? Don't I have 12 guys left? Or 13 at best?
Then go in peace.
If you count the final guy. Who I wouldn't, because I would assume whatever bonus I would get would come before him, so I could actually use it.
Hey, my boy.
Who are the other 2 then? I don't know why I gotta talk to Randvi again. Oh, does this unlock the option to go conquer Winchester? Wasn't I just saying, like, oh, you do here and then you do there?
I want to see the Alliance map.
Yep. Winchester is an option now. Okay, well, I jumped the gun a little bit. Oh, well. I am not going to be able to remember to spell that next time. Keep wanting to say tomorrow, but no, Wednesday. Yeah, when I write out the stream notification, I'm going to be like, here's what we're doing tonight. Not going to remember that. I'll just call it the northmost place.
I have changed my mind.
Northmost region that which I cannot spell.
I should go.
Hytham? What are you doing? What are you doing staring at the wall? Or that shield? Did you write this? No, that's Randvi's to do. I feel like I'm forgetting something, but okay, that should be it. Excuse me. Why did this update? What do I have in my inventory now? But a letter? Oh, probably the password. Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna stop there. Nice watching. See you Wednesday. Bye.